Oh, I had to take y'all back. Have the beat.
Talk to me.
She ain't no stranger to this show. She been here. She been up in this building before, years ago. Been watching her ever since. They don't know I sit and watch them like the Muppets in the balcony that watches the circus that takes place on.
Oh my gosh.
They're a little grumpy though. You're not grumpy.
Right.
I'm not grumpy at all. I'm happy. I feel great. I am who I am. I'm me. And because of that, I get to meet all sorts of talented, creative people.
Yep.
And I watched this young lady, and I went way back to, I want to say 2011 when Winter's Diary came out. Was it about 2011? 2011, I pulled out that Can I joint because I was thinking about her career and watching how she evolves. Serena Williams recently said that she doesn't like to use the word retirement. She likes to use the word transition and evolve, because that to me is symbolic of growth and expansion. And so I've been watching this young lady grow and expand, not just as an artist, not just as a vocalist. You know, I've had an opportunity to interview the group Pentatonics before, the vocal band, the a cappella vocal band, and we just happened to talk about a feature she did on one of their songs. And I was very impressed because she did it around folks who are very respected for their vocal skills, and I like that. And watching her put out Heat of the Moment and listening to the songs that she wrote and performed on that project with Hitmaker, I just seen her evolution. And then when I saw her in the lobby today, Tracy G and Heather B, I thought Diana Ross just walked in, Sirius XM. I didn't know who it was. What did I say?
You said, oh, I respect the fact that she respected what she was doing today. She came ready. She came prepared. She came dressed.
We got Tink in the building, citizens. Yes, indeed.
Looking like a superstar.
As you should.
Come on.
No, so much love in here. Thank you.
No, you're welcome. Well deserved.
We got his love for you.
Here.
Absolutely. Your journey hasn't been an easy one.
No.
You know.
It's been a long one.
It's been
like you said. So I've been making music for a long time, y'all, since 2011. You know, rapping, singing. So it's a journey.
It's a journey, right?
And yeah, I'm really proud of this era though.
This the era for you?
It's a very new era right now.
Okay. What you learn though, the journey, I love the journey. The journey builds the character, the struggle, right?
Come on, the journey builds you.
Come on.
Yeah, I've been through a lot. You know, I went from being independent, starting off kind of grinding, dropping mixtapes. I was signed before. I've worked with labels, and, you know, I've been at the office spaces, and I've been through a lot just, you know, trying to make it to this point. I'm independent now again. So that's the best thing. I got my freedom back. I'm able to release my music, you know, when I want to, say what I want to. And yeah, just being independent is like breath of fresh air for me.
What you learn from the label experience though?
Right.
You know what? When I was signed, I felt like I had a lot of people around that were kind of calling all my shots. And, you know, I started making music with just me and my father. So it was something real personal to me. So I feel like when the label came in, I was having people like tell me what to say, or, you know, they teach you how to talk, and it kind of takes away from your authenticity a little bit to me. So, you know, I just had to pull back some and, you know, go back into my zone and remember what I started it for, you know. But working with a label, like I say, you know, you have a lot of people, a lot of cooks in the kitchen. You know, that's saying, y'all, a lot of chefs in the kitchen. So it was just hard for me to really, you know, kind of be myself.
Go ahead, baby.
No, I love this. Thank you for sharing, because I think that a lot of artists, Tink, don't realize, like you mentioned, independence, and that's kind of like the beauty, like your authenticity. It's like where you start to grow and create. The studio is fun, writing is fun, creating is fun. And then you say, okay, I want to make it. I want to go to that next level. But I think the part that people don't really talk about is that production deal in the middle. You know? Yeah. It's like you can't go directly to a label, you know, or it's some middle guy got to come around. And by the time the label deal comes, that's not really your issue. The hardest part is getting out of that production deal. It's getting out of that. And that works with film, television, music. It's that production deal. And so I love that artists of your generation now, and to go through those rough spots, you start to learn the business of it.
Right.
Just get your business in order. I don't care what else you do. The record labels and the deals will come. That middleman is the one you got to worry about.
So how have you done that? How have you adjusted to getting your business? Like, what does your business look like now?
Well, right now I have a team that I kind of built on my own.
Okay.
Amen.
And opposed to being at a label where people are just in the office and you have to work with everyone. So everybody around me is for me. You know, my team is from Chicago, so they understand me. They know where I'm trying to go, and you know, they speak my language.
Was that crazy? Y'all from Chicago. I know y'all got that in your language.
We can't get crazy, but no, y'all, Chicago, we good people.
No, y'all great people.
Kim.
Yeah.
Did you have to do any development when it comes to being a leader? Because, you know, for some folks, it might be natural. And even if it is natural, there's a lot to learn when it comes to having a team, being able to dictate, maybe even firing someone, or if it's someone you're close with, telling them they're doing something wrong. Like, how would you describe your leadership style? And how has it changed?
I really did have to grow into that. I feel like when I started, I was just so young.
Yeah.
And sometimes, you know, that's the issue. I was maybe 16 going into the game and, you know, trying to get my legs. So I was really young. And at that age, you kind of listening to what everybody's telling you to do. So it's easy to kind of get, you know, swindled a little bit.
Yeah.
People put a deal in front of you. And coming from Chicago, I didn't have much. So it was just easy to kind of like listen to everybody. So the older I got, you know, I started really trusting myself more, making decisions on my own. And, you know, like, you get closer to God, you know, you stop leaning on.
Yeah.
You stop leaning on what everybody else is saying and telling you to do. Start thinking for myself.
What's your relationship with a lot of the Chicago artists? We just had Chance up here last week.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Dreezy, when she first came out, she used to come on the show. Durk, all these guys, you know.
Baby.
Yes. You know what? I'm actually in great standings with everybody from Chicago. I'm glad you mentioned Dreezy. Shout out to the whole Chicago. We have so much talent. And it's like, man, I'm bigging up everybody. Durk is doing amazing things for the city. You know, they try to put us in this box as though, like, you know, we're not really... I guess they kind of stereotype us being from Chicago as like dangerous, and you know, we're actually good people. And like you say, Chance, he has so many foundations and great things he does for the cities and politics. You know, we smart people, we have heart, you know. So I'm in support of everybody doing their thing. It's hard to make it out that city, my city, you know. So like, if you can find a way, you know, like it takes a lot. So I salute anybody that's pushing.
Tink up in here got the building smelling really good right now. I don't know what that perfume is, but damn, what is that perfume, Tink? I might have to get that for somebody.
Yeah, it's good. It's Valentino.
Valentino, that's a good one, HB.
Yeah, you go get it for somebody. It might not smell the same on them.
It ain't gonna smell the same on me.
You ready to go lick it on somebody? Goodness, Sway.
Damn, shit. How we go from that to licking?
Well, I'm just saying.
Could have been for his daughter's birthday.
Could have been my daughter's birthday Saturday.
Right.
You ain't getting that for us. We know this guy, Tink. We know him pretty well.
Tink, what's been the highlight of your career right now? What's been one of those standout moments that you go, I can't believe this happened with me?
Man, I'd have to say last year, I had a headlining show, and it was at the Chicago Theater. So the Chicago Theater is like renowned in my city. It's probably one of the biggest theaters. It holds at least, it's over 3,000 seats in the building. So that's just very, very big for an independent artist like myself. And I did the show, and I also like brought along all women to perform before me. So it was like a big deal. We had all R&B girls in the building, and I sold it out.
There you go.
So, you know, that was a very big testament for me, like, to go home and sell out the Chicago Theater. You know, it's possible for us, y'all.
Where did you grow up? You know, like you said, Chicago does get stigmatized. We hear about Old Block and all the, you know, the gangster street stuff that happens.
Exactly.
But that's across the board everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Did you grow up like that, in that kind of environment, or?
So I grew up in Calumet City.
Okay.
I went to school in Chicago, high school in Chicago. And for anybody that doesn't know, that's like maybe 10 minutes south of Chicago.
Okay.
So I'm still like, you know, living every day. We wake up, we going outside in Chicago.
Okay.
So, you know, I was really like introduced to the lifestyle of all of it. Most of the guys I dated, they were thugs, or, you know, they were involved in all that activity. So yeah, you kind of really like growing up in Chicago, you learn a lot of things quick. I had to almost, you know, you kind of raise yourself a little bit, you know, like your parents go tell you what to do and what not to do. But of course, when you're young, you want to have fun. You getting into things you shouldn't. So yeah, I just kind of I've seen a lot, got a lot of experience under me. But it also has helped me in this industry because I'm like, man, if I can make it out this city, it's tough. Yeah. You know, nothing can really shake me now. Like I've seen a lot of people, you know, it's a lot of death in my city. I've had a lot of pain in me. So now it's just like, man, nothing gonna stop me.
There you go. We here with you, Tink. Yes. Dating all them thugs.
Lord. You know, my earlier days, y'all, you can hear it in my music. Yeah. I'm always talking about it. I'm very honest.
We got callers too, 888-742-334. I hear it in your music, that song Goofy you got. That's a hot song. You know,
thank you, Sway.
Talking about a lot in that song, Tink.
Listen, what made you goofy? My album Pillow Talk.
What made you goofy?
Can I say it?
Yeah, you can say it. What made you goofy?
It made me goofy, y'all.
What made you goofy?
The dick. Pillow talk, y'all. It's deep. It gets deep.
Made you goofy though, like eyes. Like, what is goofy to you? Did you start giggling or?
I mean, ladies, have y'all ever been crazy in love, or just crazy over the man you dealing with? Sometimes. I don't know. Sometimes I think like when you have a strong connection, it can drive you crazy.
Okay, Tink. Shit, you sound like you thinking about it right now. Whoever this thug was, little Tupac you been dating.
Sway, don't do me like that.
I'm just saying. But I think what you're doing is very commendable. Your evolution, your commitment, your resilience. People would have quit a long time ago.
Right.
Yes.
You've been independent, signed with a label. Now you independent again. This is in your blood. This is your destiny right here.
Yes,
So I'm happy for you. Kim's on the line, and she wanted to talk to you about relationships because Kim said y'all date the same kind of guys. Kim, what up?
Kim been goofy.
Hey, Sway. Hey, Tink. Oh, my
Hey,
God.
Kim.
I have literally created a name for you. When I listen to him, I'm like, oh, that's my thinker. Like, I really love you. I'm from Chicago, too. So I totally, like, get your music. Like, it's like, first of all, let me just give you your roses and flowers. You are amazing. Every song that you have made, even though it's through your pain, I feel that pain. And I was just speaking to someone, and I was telling someone that, like, you know, music is my soul. So it's like when I hear your music, especially, oh, my God, this last situation I was in, it was insane. So it's like it wasn't goofy. It was trying to please a nigga almost made me lose my mind. I said, oh, my God, almost made me lose my mind. Yes, like I went through that. I experienced that. And then, like, it was a part of the song, you were like, I figured it out. I'm like, oh, my God, we figured it out together.
And that's like, all it's about, sis. We figuring this thing out together. We in it going through it together, love.
Music from start to finish. Like, you literally spoke to my soul. Like,
Thank
your
you
pain
for that
has
support.
literally healed. It literally has healed so much trauma from those bad relationships.
Well, stop dating thugs.
Well,
if it ain't working for you, maybe you're not thug worthy.
I'm not. I believe that. I like but it's like it's what we have. Like, there's not really. Tink can like vouch for me on this one. Like, there's not much, you know, in the hood. You know, I know you grew up in Cal City. You know, my aunt lives in Cal City. I grew up over there by that big old yellow smiley sign. You know, I was around there when I was little, so I didn't grow up over there, but I like visited my aunt a lot.
Yo, can Tink talk him? My God.
It's like a family reunion.
Yes, Kim I love it. I love Kim energy. Yo. I feel you, girl.
So I understand. It's just I understand her music so well. I've been like I follow her on Instagram, and I'm always commenting under her stuff. Like, oh my God, like I want her to understand. Like don't stop. Like, keep going. Like, even though you're going through pain right now, and people may feel like your music is painful. That pain is it's helping people, and it is literally like helped me get through the most traumatic relationship that I was ever in. Like I've never in my life experienced so much pain and trying to like fix someone and trying to get someone to like see the light. And it was just like that song. Yeah. I'm like, oh my God. Jeez. It was crazy. A Gift and a Curse is that album. That's the name of your album.
And I feel everywhere it says, I appreciate you so much. Like you say, we in it together. And, you know, keep supporting me. I'm going to keep holding us down.
Okay. All right.
You cured Kim,
Kim's still talking. Hold up, y'all.
Kim, you healed?
Oh, my God.
Kim,
Sway's on one this morning. Sway's on one with me this
Sway's
morning.
on one? Jeez.
I am a Cancer. I am super sensitive. I'm like, oh, my God. He doesn't like me anymore. He thinks I talk too much. But now that said, you know, I have to thank Tracy G for this. She gave me something that helped me. You know, I don't need
permission to
validation
talk, Kim.
for-
But Kim, thank you for your call. I mean, I would imagine Tink or anybody would love to have somebody like you that's invested in their career. So that's all. Did you have a question for it, though, Kim?
No, I just wanted her to keep going, and I thank her so much for her music, and I love her music, and I'm always listening to her music. When I get off the phone, I'm going to listen to her music again, and I'm going to keep streaming her on all platforms, and everybody should listen to her. It's amazing.
Okay, hey, Kim, thank you. You all right with me? You're a citizen.
Sway the morning. Kim's still talking.
I think all your fans are probably like that, huh?
Yes.
Your therapy.
We crazy about each other, and it's because of that part with therapy. It's therapy for us. I don't even say it like my music for them. It's for us.
Yeah. And so are you healed right now? Have to ask Kim that. Kim never heard the question.
Yeah, I'm healed. I think it took a long time for me to even say something like that, like I'm healed. But I'm in a great space mentally, like great space, y'all. I'm still human. I have days, but that's gonna always be there. It's life. Yeah. I feel great. I know how to get through some shit.
There you go. Get through some shit. I like that. And that's important. That's going to inform your music. You got a chance to work with some heavyweights. Davido, Jeremiah. You put some points on the board. What was it like working with Davido?
Yeah, so that process was really crazy. We actually had that record done, and it's called Might Let You. So the record has a vibe that's really like, you know, Nigerian, like. So Hitmaker had to play. He really just gave him a call, and we dropped the record. And he flew out. He flew out to where did we shoot that? He flew out to LA, and we shot the video. So that was my first time meeting him. Just a very cool vibe, you know. And I got Nigerian in me too, so I was kind of feeling like, you know, it's really love out here.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that process was crazy, you know. Shout out to Davido. It was love.
You sample Beyonce, right?
Yes.
For the song Cater to You?
Yes.
Okay. You got that cleared? Is how that work?
Yes, right. That was very big for me. I was so nervous. Before I dropped the record, you know, we waited. We had to wait for some time just to make sure we had all the business handled. Because that's Destiny's Child. So for a while, I was just praying. I was checking in with my team. Like, is it clear yet, y'all? Are we good to go? Every day I'm calling them. So I think it took like a month, maybe 2 months, maybe a month and a half. But they called and said, you know, you got the okay from B. You know, everybody, we had to get it cleared by Michelle, Kelly, and everybody involved. So I was really proud about that. That felt so good.
Have you ever met them?
No, I haven't. But, you know, that's the queen. For any girl in R&B, you know, Beyonce is the tier. Like, for her to hear your song, because she'll tell you, I've heard, like, she'll tell people, like, you know, change something, change things, or, you know, she won't approve it. It felt so good, y'all, just to get that green light.
Yeah, and it could, a lot of it too. Like, I'm just listening to you. Like, where your energy is right now is good. Like, I think other women in the business can respect what you've been through and respect where you're trying to go and sense that from you. And so you'll attract different things now. You're in a different space. And that's part of the healing as well. Sometimes we want all this stuff, but we're not spiritually in a place to even receive it.
Not even ready.
You're not ready. So good for you. Like, I love hearing this and where you are right now. And I hope you just keep getting blessed.
Thank you.
Let's play Cater. Can we play that?
Be fitting.
Yeah.
Okay, let's play that. Let's play that, and we'll come back with more Tink. I'm going to end with Goofy.
Of course
My
you will.
joint, you know.
Valentino.com.
All right.
Stock about to go up.
888-742-3345. Cater. Tink. I'm a cater. I mean, I love a woman that caters to me. I think every man loves that, but not every woman loves to do that, right?
That's true.
And vice versa. I'm sure you love a man that caters to you.
Yes. But you have to be deserving.
There we go.
Yes, because sometimes a man, particularly when it comes to women, it could be, you know, vice versa, but you don't want to feel like you're being taken advantage of.
You got to worry about that? I guess you do. Yeah, you in your 20s, so it's different for you.
For sure, yeah. I think like all ages, you know, you want to make sure the love is reciprocated, and like you say, nobody want to be taken advantage of. So we got to make sure it's mutual.
Yes.
The catering got to be mutual now.
You date older or you date your age?
I'm older.
Older.
I used to really like guys that were young, but man, I'm so mature now. I really need somebody to understand me, or can really hold a conversation with me. It's hard out here for us in our 20s.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, my daughter's in her 20s, so I'm just picking up.
Taking notes?
I'm taking notes right now, damn it.
What does your catering look like?
Wow, my catering looks like a lot of things. And it's not always just like physical things like doing something. Sometimes catering is checking in on you or, telling you, I'm proud of you, or I'm catering to your mental health. I'm literally like giving you motivation. But I do like to like buy my guy gifts, and I'm definitely like the person that likes to rub your back and make you feel,
Yeah,
make you feel like king. I like that too.
She laughing at Heather.
Just say it.
How you feel, sis? Are you catering?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I'm just laughing at him, Tink, because he got 1,000,001 questions. Because he's probably like, "Do you cook? What do you like to make?"
Just trying to see what they like out there.
I cook too.
You
but
cook too?
It's hard because I'm always working, and of course I'm always on the road. But I cook too.
You cook too?
I can get in the kitchen. I can throw down.
We've been having a discussion, actually a debate, Tink, about older and younger. I want Sway to be in a relationship with somebody who's about 4 years. 4 years in his 4 years younger or 4 years older. That's it.
Okay.
All of this 10 years older than somebody, 12, it's too much.
I feel like he could do it.
She feels like he can
10 is too much.
10 is too much.
I think
for
10
him.
is just right
because
for him.
But his experience, where he is,
Sway is really cool though. 10 years might not be bad.
Heather,
Sway really cool.
Thank you, Tink. Heather doesn't know. She's my sister.
It might be perfect.
See,
a balance. A balance with the, the vibes.
And I got that energy.
That's what I was gonna say.
You go, Sway.
See, a lot of people think no TV Sway, radio Sway. I'm talking about home pain in the butt Sway. He doesn't need anybody.
This is Tink's
who
interview,
wants
Heather.
to go out 4 nights a week, 3 nights. He doesn't need that.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can go out for 3 nights. Yeah.
It's
We gotta
30
take
years.
that,
It's 30 years.
Yeah.
I'm his sister.
That
Like,
means a
I'm just
lot.
telling you.
Yeah, we known each other a long time, so she thinks she knows. But
I'm married. I'm 20
Yes.
years married. He's at my house. Like, this is why I can speak freely, Tink. I come in the basement.
She know
He's
you.
at, yeah.
So yeah.
Hey, Tink, let's talk about that
4
song.
years it is, Sway.
Tink, let's talk about that
yes,
song.
it is.
Yeah, thank you, Tink. 10 years. Thanks, Tink. And, I'll come to one of your concerts and find somebody.
There we go.
That song, I want you to talk about making songs, the science of songs. That song had a bridge in it, right? A change up. That song structure is a lost art now because you don't have to really, it's not as formulaic as it necessarily needed to be. It's really about a sound. If you could capture a sound that's happening now, you could get some run, but you won't last necessarily. So
That's a great point.
approaching this song, it had a bridge in it. You were a little apprehensive about that.
Yeah, I was telling Sway, like, when we were creating a song, we were debating on whether we should use a bridge. And I was kind of scared because, like, I don't know, in 2022, like you said, music is just so fast-paced, and people make songs that are a minute and a half.
Yeah.
People really don't want to sit and listen sometimes to a 4-minute long song. So I was like, I don't know if they're going to really understand what this bridge is. It might slow the vibe down. He was like, Hitmaker told me, like, really, you got to put this bridge on it. But you know what? That's like a lot of people's favorite part. When that bridge come in, everybody starts to sing, they get into it. So I'm glad I went with it. But you're absolutely right. Like the way people create music is it's a little watered down a little. So it's a challenge sometimes trying to flex that music creativity.
Yeah. That makes me curious because, like, there'll be a lot of folks where maybe a couple songs that they hear from you, Tink, or maybe some of your other, like, peers, that they'll just say that's vibey. And there'll be no other, like, descriptor for it. And I'm wondering if that's something that you embrace, or maybe that is even its own genre right now. Or do you feel that kind of undermines everything that you could do as a vocalist?
You know what? It's a real thing. I've been trying to find the balance. Like, you don't want to be too, I guess, not old school, but you don't want to be too far off where they can't understand it. But you still want to have some soul in it, and I still got to make it, I want it to last. You feel me? It can't be just too easy and simple. So my albums always have a balance. I'll have some songs that are just really vibey for, for the girls, for the kids. I like to turn up too, so you need a couple of those at the shows. You want a record that get us hype, but then you also have a record that's just piano keys and more like a ballad. So that's why my fans are, you know, I have young fans in their teens, and some fans are 30, 40 plus. Because I'm trying to keep that balance.
Keep that balance. I'm not mad at it. Tink is here. We're talking about Pillow Talk, which is her album that's out.
Yes, y'all. Pillow Talk.
Friday the 19th.
Let's go, yes.
Friday the 19th. This one is coming out. Working with Hitmaker, who is known for a ton of things, including being, you know, pretty savvy on the internet and always in some type of back and forth and controversy. We've had him on the show a few times and talked out a whole lot of stuff. He told me he made songs he didn't make, apparently, and all kind of stuff. But that's my, you know, that's somebody I've known for a long time. But he consistently makes songs or a part of projects that succeed. What is it about him as a producer you think is standout that works for you, where you guys continue to collaborate?
Yeah, it's his work ethic. He's the type of producer, like, normally when I create, I maybe make 2 to 3 songs a day because I'm putting, you know, I'm writing down my words. But to him, that's like a bad day. He likes to go in the studio and make 10 plus songs.
Damn.
Or, you know, throughout the week, he'll have a goal, like, we got to hit 30 this week. So he's just constantly writing, you know what I mean? Like, he's always in the studio. And that challenges me to get up and go get in the studio, too. Because he's knocking out records. I'm in Chicago. I'm kind of like battling him. Like, I got 10 records ready to go too. So it just makes for greater projects. We have a lot of music to pull from.
Wow.
How did you guys meet? How did you and Hitmaker meet?
So we met at Empire. That's my distribution company. So it's an independent.
Shout out to Gazi.
Shout out to Gazi. Shout out to Tina. It's an independent company, and he actually came to Empire, I think, last year. And I've been there for some time. So we just got in the studio, and it just, you know, it went from there.
So how does it start when it comes to the lyrics? Like, are you bringing a journal with you? Are you being asked, all right, so what's going on in your life right now that you want to speak on? Is it maybe like, all right, I had conversations with 5 of my girlfriends, and this is what they were complaining about, or this is what they were celebrating? Like, where are you pulling from?
So every day is kind of different. For the most part, Hitmaker always has like a computer file. He'll take his laptop everywhere, and it's just maybe thousands and thousands of songs. So I'll tell him, like, you know, I want to go up tempo today. I'm turned. I want to, you know, I need a vibe. Or I'll tell him, like, you know, I need to pen a song for the ladies. A heartbreak is missing. The album is missing something there. So he'll go into his bank, and if he sees something fit, he'll always pass me a record. Or if I just say I need space today, I just want to write, he'll let me kind of like go through beats alone. So it's freedom. Like, it's no pressure with him. It's
That's
not like
up.
one way to do nothing. It's like create how you create. Whatever comes today. If we like it, we like it. If we don't, let's keep working.
Keep working. You're not judging yourselves in the studio.
Yes, that's important too.
You mentioned that in Chicago, you sold out the Chicago Theater, and it was all female, all women on the bill. If you could go on tour with like the women who are out there now, the Scissors, the Ella Mays,
God,
like who would
Summer
it be?
Walker.
Summer Walker, Ari Lennox, who's one of my favorite of all time right now.
You just named the biggest headlining tour, I feel like, of the year. Summer
Can we
Walker.
put Kalani on there too?
Yes, I love
okay,
Kalani.
okay.
Kalani is my girl.
Okay.
Love her. You hit it on the head, Sway. SZA, Ari Lennox. There's another artist, Kiana Lede. You know, the girls are really running things. Money Long. I could go on and on.
There's a young lady named April Sachet. I want to add to that. Look her up. One day y'all should. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Yes.
April Sachet.
Yes.
So yeah.
And I'm all for like going and digging up like other artists, especially females, because there's a lot of us now, and I think that it didn't used to be so many. You know, like women are really like paving the way and creating lanes that, you know, maybe a couple years ago it was harder for us to have a voice in this game. So I just be really proud to see like the women.
Yeah.
Doing that thing. And a tour would be great. We need to see that happen.
Let's make that happen. Well, look, congratulations to you, Tink.
Yes.
You're doing it. You're doing it big.
Thank y'all.
And then people want to reach you. Let them know how they can reach you.
Yes, y'all. Reach me. I'm on Twitter and Instagram, official_Tink. Check out my music. Y'all know I'm on Apple, Spotify, iTunes. Get with me. Album is coming out August 19th. And I appreciate all the supporters. I know it's a lot of love out there, too. So thank y'all for the continued support.